Hello again. I thought I might just describe what happened at the College of Cambridge University last month and see if viewers are able to work out how the actions of an elderly photographer had the effect of making a number of the students feel that they were not in a safe environment. When new students at Oxford and Cambridge join the college, they generally put on black gowns for a ceremony and are then usually photographed. This is, of course, a money-making dodge. All the parents buy copies of these pictures at inflated prices. I have one of which I paid a ludicrous sum of my own daughter when she matriculated into Oxford. On October the 10th, a bunch of male and female students got up onto a raised platform at Wolfson College in Cambridge and were duly photographed. When the photo shoot was over, the photographer advised caution when stepping down from the stage, saying, "For any women that are having any problems, there are a couple of gentlemen that are here to help you." Okay, a letter has now been drafted and is being circulated for signatures because some of the students were made to feel unsafe. Would any viewers care to try and guess the nature of the problem? That is to say, what it was that was making a bunch of generally healthy 18-year-olds fearful for their safety and well-being. Normal human beings might guess that perhaps the platform was very high and there was a risk of falling off it and injuring oneself. Perhaps there were splinters or rusty nails sticking out. Somebody in a wheelchair could fall off perhaps? Of course it was none of these things. The danger lay in quite another direction entirely. It was in fact the language itself which was the problem. The gendered language created a targeted atmosphere of inequality which threatened to damage a safe space for all genders which should ideally exist on the campus. The person whipping up this utterly mad hysteria is called Kate Tanner, and she is urging students at Wolfson College who were harmed when the photographer offered help getting down from the platform to sign a letter of complaint which demands a formal apology from the photographer for using such inflammatory language. Just to remind ourselves, he said, "For any women that are having any problems, there are a couple of gentlemen that are here to help you." What a complete bastard. This is the kind of thing which is bound to happen in a peaceful and safe society. When there are no genuine threats to life and limb, such as bombs falling from enemy aircraft, or thousands of people starving to death, or the risk of summary execution and things like that, people are compelled to redefine safety and then do their best to invent hazards where none really exist. This is human nature. The longer and healthier our lives become, the more we become obsessed with tiny, all but non-existent risks, like salmonella in eggs or language which excludes some minority group or other. This is what has been happening in Britain since the end of the Second World War. At that time, thousands of people in this country were being killed in their homes, and their male relatives were being killed in far-off places. Since those days, everything in Britain has become safer and safer. In 1950, over 11,000 people were killed in 1 year by tuberculosis alone. This disease now kills nobody. Polio killed and crippled thousands. Now that's been eradicated. As late as 1962, half a dozen people in England died of smallpox. All risks are vastly smaller than they once were, whether from road accidents to industrial injuries and anything else. Because real risks are fading away, we have to come up with new supposed risks. Safety would a few years ago have meant safety from serious illness or death from enemy action. Now it means people not suggesting that a man might help a woman down from a stage. As usual, I give a link to a news item in the description to this video.